Irish tractor who you have a high regard for. Didn't shape up in the Grand Heritage for various different reasons. He looks like he's back.
Yeah, he actually had a bit of a virus going into the Grand Heritage, which it didn't appear itself to me until 2 weeks post run. That's when he had a bit of swollen legs, and he actually started to throw me a bit of a temperature and leavings. But going into the race, he didn't show me anything by any means, so caught me a little bit off by guard. But that does explain for how he ran in the Grand Heritage. I mean, he's such an honest horse to his nature. He always runs to the best of his ability. So for him to run 8 lengths behind, I knew something wasn't quite right with him. So yeah, I think we've got him back to his best now. He's looking phenomenal. He's cheekier than ever. And I think from draw 3, I think he could be a very massive runner in the Y.
With Remy, transparency didn't seem to affect the punters at all, because you couldn't have been more bullish than expecting a good run from her in the filly skinny. She ran an absolute cracker. And my thinking is that the 1800 meters is probably going to even be better for her.
Yeah, she's a horse that, she's still a 3-year-old. She's quite a small little filly, so it doesn't take much to get her ready. But she's just been doing phenomenal at home. I mean, her work's been improving every week. She's also a filly that was a little bit, I don't want to say senseless, but a little bit feisty when she first got here, and she's become more sensible to herself. So I think she's doing phenomenal at home. If you go watch her run in the Guinea.
They are well and truly stretched out, homeward bound, 500 to go, and Lady of Power brought them for home here by 3 lengths. Emerald Gina, Give Me a Shot, and Miss Cooler making their way towards the outside. Then came Tipsy Tarragon, Feather Bows down the inside. They got 300 to go. Lady of Power by 2.5 lengths from Miss Cool. Give Me a Shot is finishing on the outside. Here comes Feather Bow with Emerald Gina down the inside, and Renee's also taking off late. Lady of Power still in front here, and the fillies Guineas down the inside is Feather Bow. Pierre Stratham is going to put it off on Lady of Power.
She was actually the best finishing horse in the race. I think if she didn't get interference, arguably could have run second. But that's horse racing for you. I wish we had a bit of a better draw, but I think the pace is going to be on in the race, and I think it's actually going to come to advantage quite nicely.
Le Mornay is got to be a runner in the Classic.
Yeah, we've got a bit of question marks about the 1800. His best form is over 14, so that's where you'd like to think is the right places for him. But he is a son of Futura, so you would think he would get 9-10 furlongs quite easily. His last start, he badly needed it. He wasn't with me for too long, and he's come along exceptionally since then. He's a horse that doesn't show much at track either, so it doesn't quite help you, to be very honest. But his last workout actually going into this race was very, very good. I can't fault him. He's drawn well. He's got Louis Mkodwa, who knows the horse best. So I think he's also going to run a true race on Classic Day.
And when you live in Cape Town, you don't come to Johannesburg for a change of climate. So your dad's here, obviously, with good cause.
Yeah, listen, we saw the strength of the Cape Town 3-year-olds this year, and Alice Maurice and Alice Maurice and Le Morne, they were just behind them. So we saw an advantage of sending the horses up here to the Highveld, where we had some kind of form line between Cape Town and Joburg already, with regards of Union Square and Shoemaker running in Cape Town. So we had a rough idea of what our horses can be capable of here in the Highveld. And I wish I had gotten them a bit earlier, but in saying that, they're in flying style at home. I couldn't be happier with their work.
And then your last runner for the day on Saturday is Crimson King.
Yeah, Crimson King, his first run was a bit disappointing with me. He's a horse with quite a few niggles and, odds and ends that you've got to get around to get him to a good place. He's actually come along quite nicely from his last start. We opted to put blinkers in his final workout, and let's just say it was one hell of an improvement. So I think this could be a dark horse in the race. If you go back and you look at his 3-year-old ability, he's beaten Hoedspruit in the Stayers races. So I do just want to see him run a good race and see some form of improvement from him. And if he's capable of what I think he is, then I'm hoping he can run in the first 3.